Our big focus story is the Supreme Court that has struck down a circular issued by the Delhi government attempting to gag the media. The Supreme Court has stayed the May 6 circular of the Arvind Kejriwal government of Delhi, asking officials to initiate defamation proceedings against journalists and media houses for defamatory stories. The circular issued by the Arvind Kejriwal government empowered the Home and Law departments to take legal action against any report published or telecast deemed defamatory or negative in nature against the Chief Minister or his Council of Ministers. The circular dated 6th of May said that any words or signs made against the Chief Minister, ministers or public servants in Delhi have to be reported to the Home Department. The Principal Secretary Home would then see if the offence is prosecutable and would go ahead accordingly. The circular makes it clear that the charges would be filed for defamation under Section 499 of the Indian Penal Code, for which punishment could be a jail term of up to 2 years.
वास्तव में इस तरह के जो ये तुगलकी डिसीजन है, इन पर रोक लगनी चाहिए। हम डेमोक्रेसी में मीडिया का काम क्रिटिसिज्म करना है। मीडिया अकेले कोई आम आदमी पार्टी का क्रिटिसिज्म करती है, भारतीय जनता पार्टी का भी क्रिटिसिज्म करती है, कांग्रेस का भी क्रिटिसिज्म करती है। मीडिया का काम डेमोक्रेसी में सही बात को आगे लाना है। आप सही बात को छुपाना चाहते हैं, आपके मन में इस तरह के लेटर निकाल करके कहीं ना कोई गड़बड़ जो आप कर रहे हैं बीच में, और जो हमको पता चला है कि आप जिस तरीके से आशीष जोशी को हटाया गया दिल्ली डायलॉग कमीशन से, चूंकि आप अपने जो डर्टी टिक्स डिपार्टमेंट के लोगों को इस प्राइवेट तरीके से बैक रूम से लोगों को लाना चाहते हैं, मीडिया इसको एक्सपोज करेगा और इसलिए आप मीडिया से डरते हैं और डराना चाहते हैं। वास्तव में इस तरह के जो ये तुगलकी डिसीजन है, इन पर रोक लगनी चाहिए। हम डेमोक्रेसी में मीडिया का काम क्रिटिसिज्म करना।
Joining me now with the latest is Headlines Today's Deputy Editor Atir Khan. Also with me for perspective on this big story is our consulting editor Rajdeep Sardesai. Atir, what did the Supreme Court say when it stayed this May 6 circular?
Well, Gaurav, this circular came in the backdrop of CM statement regarding, media supari, and thereafter, apparently there was no need to send out this circular because there's already provision in the IPC section 499 and section 500 which deals with defamation. But then the circular mentioned that the media monitoring needs to be done and it needs to be reported to the Home Department, and then the advice of the prosecution department also needs to be taken before proceeding legally. So the opposition parties came down heavily. They said there was no need for the circular. Today the Supreme Court is also of the same view that after the arguments of Abhishek Manu Singhvi on the petition filed by Amit Sibal, that Kejriwal cannot be both complainant and also the have both the ways. So he should not be allowed to come out with this circular, and that's why the Supreme Court has stayed this circular and given 6 weeks time to our CM's office to reply on this issue.
Stay with me, Atir. Rajdeep, the BJP calls this a Tughlaki Farman, the circular that was issued by Arvind Kejriwal. The Congress says it is anti-democracy, it increases censorship. But there is a law of defamation, and all Arvind Kejriwal is saying is, if there is something defamatory, proceed against it. Where is he wrong?
Not quite, because Arvind Kejriwal was virtually, in a sense, in the manner in which the circular was worded, almost inciting or encouraging his bureaucrats to file criminal defamation against journalists. And Arvind Kejriwal himself, when he had defamation cases filed against him, had gone to the courts and said this law of criminal defamation should be struck off because it is against the right of free speech. And to that extent, the Congress and the BJP and the courts have only pointed out A, the double standards of Mr. Kejriwal on this issue, and B, the nature of the circular, which is seen almost, as I said, as a firman to his bureaucrats. Please go ahead and file defamation suit. And the third point, Gaurav, is that the difference between what might constitute legitimate criticism and what is defamation is written in the law. Arvind Kejriwal didn't need that circular to tell us where that distinction lies. The law of the land lies. If he believed that some of the criticism is defamatory, he doesn't need to send out a circular to his bureaucrats. He can proceed against that individual or that media house on the basis of the existing law of the land. Clearly, Mr. Kejriwal was trying to send out a message which in the present context is clearly seen as anti-democratic and vitiating the atmosphere. So I think Mr. Kejriwal would be better off if he believes that there are channels or there are individuals who are running campaigns against him. Please go ahead. Section 499(2), as you said, is very clear in the law. You can file defamation, and at the same time, public servants have the right also of protection.
Yes.
So why did you need this circular at all?
Was this then seen as perhaps browbeating tactics by Arvind Kejriwal because he felt a section of the media was targeting him?
Absolutely. And I think that the sad part is Mr. Kejriwal is a right to information activist who has won a Magsaysay award on his right to information campaign, which is predicated on the right to free speech. Yes, with free speech comes responsibility, with free speech comes certain duties, and maybe if the media has not observed those duties or responsibilities, the media will also have to be held accountable. But is it to be done through a circular of this kind, or is it to be done as per the legitimate Indian Penal Code? Mr. Kejriwal, I think in the manner in which he went about it, has created the impression that he wanted to, as you are rightly saying, browbeat the media.
Is there merit in his fear, or is this some kind of a persecution syndrome that he suffers?
I think Gaurav, both are true. I think there is an element of paranoia and persecution that Kejriwal suffers from. On the other hand, he has some reason to believe that a section of the media is gunning for him rather unfairly at times. And therefore, he has every right to suggest that that media needs to, be held accountable. The question is, how are you going to do it? Is Mr. Kejriwal as a politician going to use the defamation laws and criminal defamation to in a sense chain the media or hold it accountable? Or is the media itself going to self-regulate? Or is there a third way out? So I think that debate is a healthy one and needs to be done. How do we in the media hold ourselves more accountable? But the manner in which Mr. Kejriwal has chosen to enter this debate suggests that as a politician, there's a growing streak of intolerance which he has manifested. And I think the Supreme Court has acted against that, seeing this circular in a way as anti-democratic.
Rajdeep Sardesai, for the moment, many thanks for joining me.
Thank you, Gaurav.